And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and we are fortunate to have on the line with us the head football coach for the Waller Bulldogs. That is none other than Coach Marcus Mendoza. Coach, how you doing? And welcome to the show, sir.
I'm doing good. Thanks for letting me be here.
Yes, sir. Well, look, it's delayed time, but this is not your first season. This will actually be your official second season. And to bring people up to speed, he came in and was getting reacclimated through COVID and all of this good stuff and the other. So if you would, let's start off with an introductory to you, to our listening audience, on who Coach Marcus Mendoza is, how he got here, and we'll go from there.
Oh, yeah, thanks. So I'm going into my 11th year coaching. Right out of college, I played football at the University of Nebraska. And after I was done playing football, I realized that, I've always planned to have a life after football. So that's when I went and got my teaching certification and actually got a job here in Houston at Aldine Davis. I opened up that school, was there for 5 years, then went over to Ranch with Coach Johnson, and then from Ranch, I came with him to Waller as his offensive coordinator, and kind of just been able to build myself up here in Waller and do a lot of great things for the community and the classroom, and then ultimately got promoted to the head coach.
Yes, sir. Well, with all that being said, it seemed like a lightning fast move for those who are just like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? But there is a lot of grunt work in between where you are and where you come from. And a lot of people don't know about the tireless hours that you have to put in, the juggling of schedules and this, that, and the other, and always in that wishful seat. Man, if I was in charge, this is how I would do things. But now that you're in that seat now, what's been the greatest transition for you?
Oh, well, like you said, it's been a grind to get to this point, and for me, kind of faster than usual. But like I said, since I've gotten into Waller, I've just always been a part of as many things as I can. I'm trying to be a part of the change, the positive change, and the growth that's come to Waller. In the classroom, doing everything that I can there for the kids, and then ultimately bringing that same passion to the football field, which was able to show something that I'm huge with is different things that I give my kids. One of the things is to just do your best, and a lot of times when I say something, they finish it. So I'll say do your, and then the kids respond best, or I say change your, and they say mindset. And together we say I can, and when we break it down, we will. So just ingraining those hard work ethics into the kids, on top of being a part of something greater than themselves, and knowing that we're still in that one-horse town feel, and what we do can impact our community and the school. So just staying after school, we've had phenomenal numbers in our kids staying after school, getting their extra lifts in. We were able to put together a freshman track team for the first time since I've been here. So we had three track teams that the kids were just involved in, doing much better in our 7-on-7, just learning how to compete. I was able to build a league out here in Waller for the first time, and I actually got our youth involved. So we had fifth graders all the way up until varsity high school in that for our kids in our community, so that we don't have to go out to Magnolia or Cy-Fair or Klein or Tomball or those facilities. We can use our own because we have some of the top facilities in the district, on top of just buying into what we're about and what we're going to do with the kids and building relationships with them. I think they've just grasped on to the things that I've been trying to teach them and put them through, because the first part between anything is we have to believe in each other. We have to buy into the program. And then something I say, and it's even part of my coach's code and my program expectation, is that my plan is for Waller to be the best program in the state of Texas. And with that, all the little things that I've talked about is what's important, which will then lead into the wins.
Yes, sir. Well, you said a lot in that statement, or should I say a collaboration of statements, and the one that stood out that I want to touch on for a minute is Waller is in this very unique footprint. You mentioned the one high school, one-horse town, but it's graduated with such an accelerated student enrollment. You find yourselves in the deep end of the pool of 6A competition. How challenging has that been to make that transition? Because it seemed like at one point we were 4A, then you jumped to 5A, then all of a sudden here we are. You're to the apex, brother. There's the point of no return right now.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that transition, and how challenging has it been?
Well, the most challenging part was just it happening so fast. And, I got hired right at the end of the last day of school, and then I didn't even finish hiring the entire staff till right before fall camp. So building that part on top of trying to get our kids in the mindset of what 6A is about and what it takes to compete at that level, we were juggling a lot at a time. But the one thing that I think came out of it is I think our kids in our community kind of looked and they can now see after this past season, hey, this is a little bit different. Just the one thing, especially in the district that we're in, the second to last place team is the only team that beat the district champs. So there's just not there's no easy game on our schedule. There's going to be extreme competition every week. And the difference between us and those schools is they've been doing it for a while and they've been seeing each other in their districts. So just getting us having to play kind of some catch up. But I've played at the 6th level. I coached in the 6th level, and I was able to bring on a lot of coaches that had experience there too, which was able to help build us a phenomenal off season. This is probably one of the best off seasons that we've had, and we've been able to show how far we've come just in the simple fact of this past Friday, we competed at the Woodlands 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament, and we won the tournament. So we for the first time, I believe this is the first time Waller's going to be at the 7-on-7 state qualifier in College Station, and we were beating a whole bunch of 6A teams. And we all know, 7-on-7 is very different than when you put pads on, but that's just one step that's kind of moving us forward of how we used to compete just simply in that to where we're at right now.
Yeah, well, that speaks highly of the quarterback and receiving play and timing, which will lead to when the pads are added. So that's always a great accomplishment. Now, when you look at everything that's going on, and I've been on this, I guess would say, the beating of the drum for a long time right now, and we look at size and numbers when we talk about these different levels, 6A down to 1A. But the thing I think that can be a common denominator, which is probably more challenging on the high school level, is nutritional and weight training. How do we get the parents to aid you away from the school environment with participating with a very balanced diet to help those muscles grow and to keep guys consistent on a strong or strength-building program as far as weight training is concerned? Now, we talk about facilities all the time, but facilities has a minute part, from my opinion, about this. It's really about that mindset that you were talking about, because if you got something to work with, you can do a lot of great things with that. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, so along with our strength training, we talk to our kids about nutrition. Nutrition is something that's huge, and even during the football season, we get our kids a meal every day after practice. So we're able to partner with the cafeteria, and they bring us over meals for them to eat even after they're done with us. But even after the season is over, we talk to them right before we get into our different phases of off season, the nutritional side of that, because nowadays it's just so easy to pick up a bag of chips or go get some fast food and not even get the right amount of nutrients for how much we're training. So we actually teach the kids and talk to them about nutrition and what it does to their body and how much intake they need to do, how much water they need to drink, and different things like that, the protein that they need to have in their body in order to be able to build and maintain those muscles, because as we're training and as they're getting into their second sports, it's really easy to kind of lose all of that. They've grasped on to that tremendously. We have kids that just have peanut butter and bread in their lockers after the athletic period, and then go and eat, and then come after school, get their workout. And most of our kids, they walk around with water bottles or gallons of water bottles throughout the day, and they've just kind of bought into that side of it as well.
Very good, very good. We're talking right now with Coach Marcus Mendoza, head football coach of the Waller Bulldogs, 6A division now. And, man, it just, like you said, it happened so fast. And with the change, Coach, of course, you get to bring your signature to the program as far as offense and defensive schemes and philosophies and approach. What are the current schemes for the Bulldogs offensively and defensively, and how did you come to that being what you want to go with?
Yeah, so last year, like I said, everything just happened so fast. It was a little mix of what the kids knew to a little bit of what I wanted to implement. You know, I didn't want to put too much on at one time because there was already a lot going on. But going through this all season, we've definitely been able to come a little bit more multiple and a little bit pro-style on offensively. I think we're going to have a little bit more offensive weapons to be able to open it up, but then also have that core group of guys to get into 12 personnel if we need to run the ball, like we've been working through this off season. Defensively, just looking through our kids and who we have, our scheme is going to change a little bit there. We kind of started with the Viper Iowa State defense at the beginning of the last year, then moved to a 3-down, and then I think now we're going to potentially move to a 4-down look, just with some more athletic, bigger guys we have on the outside to be able to hold the edges. We worked through it a little bit this spring as we did our version of spring football during the athletic period, and week to week our kids they grasped both concepts really well and started looking really good towards the end.
Okay, very good. So it's just exciting times coming in the fall of 2023, and we're excited as well. We have been somewhat involved with this Waller Bulldogs program from top to bottom since 2002, and we're going to continue to try to do our best part of it. But, Coach, I'm looking forward to our weekly conversations where we'll have some Bulldog football talk and discuss things that are going on throughout the structure. And so what I want you to do, if you can, Coach, with our weekly meetings, we want to have an offensive player, defensive player, and special team player of the week that we can highlight to bring the people up to speed of what's going on. We're going through the schedule right now, the games that we'll be able to broadcast by way of radio, and we're just excited to have you on board with us. And as we get ready to wrap this segment up, I want to give you some closing thoughts and comments for the listening audience.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just want to tell everybody I just really appreciate the support that Waller has given myself, the kids, and the coaches in this program. It's just been a really exciting time with everything that's been going on, and our kids and coaches have been working extremely hard to make sure that this next season is one that everybody's going to remember and everybody can get really excited for. I just hope that everybody comes out and supports the Bulldogs, and we're looking forward to a really great season.
Coach Marcus Mendoza of the Waller Bulldogs. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, reminding you guys that you can follow me on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and our website is obnradio.com. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.